Hi everyone! So we have quite an update. I'm not sure if you saw my Instagram post or whatnot, but it's been pretty hard to talk about, to be honest, because I just feel like it's something that I've always thought about growing up, and there was so much planning going into it, but with that planning process also, we dealt with a lot. And basically the news is we canceled our wedding. I felt a little silly for even vlogging about this, but I thought we can't be the only couple that goes through this. We can't be the only couple that gets so stressed out about planning a big wedding. And honestly, 150 in California is not even big. It's pretty small, but to us it was big. And it just wasn't the right decision for us. I just gotta say, I am so happy I'm not getting so many questions from friends and relatives that were against us getting married in Hawaii. I mean, we had people saying, why are you making it so inconvenient and marrying Hawaii? And we're like, well, because it's romantic and we love Hawaii. And I mean, we've had people that would say, why not in Minnesota, where Brett's from? Why not in California? Why not this and that? And even food, like, why would you be serving that? Are you really having buffet style? No, you need 8 courses. And it got overwhelming. It just got very overwhelming, especially when you're hearing such negative things or not pleasant things from friends and family about your special day. It's not fun. It's just sometimes, you know, with family and friends that are very close with you, it's like unfiltered, and that could be a problem, but it's okay. Still love you. With all these questions, it just felt less like our wedding, and questions became more demanding, and it just felt like more like instructions. So we thought, no, that's not what we're gonna do. That just didn't sound right to us, and we just felt like we lost control of our wedding, and we don't want the stress. You know, I'm a full-time working mom, a first-time mom, and also, let's just say, wedding planning and mixing it with trying to heal and recover, I guess you could say, or let's just say it was really tough to plan a wedding while discovering that I was suffering from postpartum depression. You know, it took me a long time to look in the mirror and say, I have postpartum depression, and with planning a wedding and hearing so many questions being asked about why this, why that, and it was hard to plan with that state of mind. It was hard to be the mom I've always dreamed to be, but it was so hard when you're going through something like that, and then you're planning a wedding and you're trying to make everyone happy. You're trying to tell people that, you know, we're getting married in Hawaii because we want to, because we think it's romantic, it's our ideal destination wedding. It was tough. It was really tough. Within 2 months of taking antidepressants, going to therapy, seeing a psychiatrist, everything became clear. Brett and I decided, let's just step back and keep it simple. Do what makes us happy. We wanted to keep it simple, but also special. Part of me feels bad that we, you know, sent out save the dates to about 150 of our closest friends and family, and we canceled. And that sucks. We still feel really bad about that, and we're sorry if you're watching this, but we hope that you understand, and once we purchase our first family home, you're all invited. But to be honest, we are very happy with it. It's something that works for us, and not saying everyone should cancel their wedding, no way. You just have to find out what works best for you as a couple, family-wise, financial-wise, what are your priorities, what are your goals. And I just have to say, growing up, you know, I was the girl who had a huge binder of what my dream wedding will be. But then again, as a little girl, I didn't really budget. I didn't think how much my dream wedding actually cost until I actually got engaged. until I actually had to budget, and I priced my dream wedding from my binder from like when I was 10 to 15, and it was over 100 grand. And yeah, it's a little crazy, but when I was young, I was a huge dreamer and didn't have a budget, but now I do because I'm adulting. I did let go some of my dreams and, you know, tore up some of the pages in my dream wedding planner. I did quote a decent wedding that made both Brett and I happy. In California and Hawaii, the average quotes that we got for what we wanted for a 150 people wedding was about, on average, $40,000 to $50,000, and we decided it's just not for us. We didn't want to spend all that money for one day, and honestly, as a couple, if you can do it, go for it. So we decided to use the money we originally saved for in our wedding for our first family home. I am going to basically go through this process with you. I thought this would be kind of neat to share how buying a home is nowadays. Now, if you know where we live in the beautiful, lovely, but also very expensive Southern California. Wish us luck because it's pretty crazy. And looking at homes is fun until you have a pretty tight budget. Our current budget is about $400,000, and we're willing to go somewhere from $400,000 to $425,000. So, what can you get for $400,000 in California? When I say let's buy a house for $400,000, you know what that means? Not a single family house, but a condo or an apartment that includes HOA fees, and you're sharing walls with neighbors, you don't really have a backyard. That's California living for $400,000. And, you know, there are many times when I suggest to Brett, why not move back home to Minnesota? Don't you want to be back in your hometown and everything? With our budget, we could get like so much more. Let's just say it is hard to convince someone from Minnesota to move back. So we are going to stay here in California. If we find our ideal home here in California for about $400,000, and we're gonna stay as patient and zen-like in this process as possible, but it's hard. If you like something, you gotta go for it. Even an apartment only lasts on the market for about a week. We're super excited about this, but also super nervous, and we would love to share this experience with you, and we would love to hear from you too. If you have any tips or anything, please let us know. Leave your comments below, and I would love to hear from you because, trust me, this has been on our minds for so long, and I hope you continue to watch my channel. We are going to update you on this process of purchasing a home for the first time in Southern California with that crazy market. Wish us luck. See you later. Bye.